Hey guys, my name's Ruben, back with the rigged gear demos, and today we're having a look at the not so new anymore Free the Tone Ambi space. First of all, thanks to Yuki and Amy for sending this one out. It's a really terrific unit built around the same enclosure and I guess physical layout of the Tri-Avatar chorus they released a while back. We also did a video on. Now, this is their idea of like a multi-reverb pedal. It's got some really interesting algorithms that we're going to check out together. Just let's quickly go over the physical features of this unit. It's the first Free the Tone unit of this style that's true stereo, so you got stereo in and stereo out. It's got a MIDI in, every parameter and also preset recall and all that is completely MIDI controllable. Also, every parameter can be assigned to an expression pedal and all that jazz. That's all possible. It's got two little dip switches or little slidey switches. One's on the bottom that activates the kill dry feature if you want to use this in a parallel effects loop. And there's one on the left side of the enclosure right here that takes care of the input level, because this one can now be used in an effects loop as well if you set it to line level, which the previous pedals could not. Just like the Tri-Avatar, it's got the preset button on the lower right that allows you to cycle through 4 different presets, and bypass and all the others are your regular reverb controls. They're actually pretty self-explanatory. This encoder knob right here takes you through the different algorithms. There's 6 of them, and then you got a mix, tone, decay, and pre-delay, which you can add in with any of the other algorithms. Now, what you heard me start out with, I'm going to show you my clean tone real quick. We're going into the Kemper. I've got a car slant 6V profile recall that's it's bone dry and very, very clear, very articulate, good pedal platform style sound. So what you heard me start out with was my Hall preset that I've been using on tour actually for a few weeks now, because I've actually had this for a while. That's what the reverb is doing. You can very clearly hear some individual reflections in there. Reverb reacts very directly to how you play. If I play if I strike the strings hard and it gets this splashy reverberation. And if I don't, it's just this real mellow wash. This is my preset I use for when I want a very fast building ambience. I have another preset that I've been using on tour, which is based upon the plate algorithm. Now, the plate algorithm in this one is my personal favorite. It is, I've just honestly never heard a plate sound like this from a pedal. It is really, really authentic, and it's really... Now, I've set this one up to be quite subtle. This is my always on sound that I just always have going on behind what I'm doing, and it's got this tremendous ability to just stay out of your way while you're playing, but it just lends a really nice amount of air around the notes. And even if I add some overdrive into the mix, it just magically stays out of the way while you're playing, and then as soon as you stop, it sneaks back up there. Really cool. Those are the two sounds I've been using so far, but let's switch this unit into manual mode and we can check out some of the others. This is, I'm gonna just put all the knobs to 12 o'clock. Let's hear the dry signal once more. Now we can hear the spring reverb. Now let's dial the mix down a bit, the decay a bit. Let's maybe brighten it up a bit, at least that's what I was hearing, and kill the pre-delay, because a spring reverb does not traditionally have a pre-delay. Now, spring reverb just by nature, sounds a bit more effecty than the plate, but I really like this one. Now let's go over to the plate and just play around with the controls a bit more. A bit more mellow, very fast building, not as splashy and effecty sounding as the spring reverb, but yeah, let's maybe darken it up even more and get kind of a bit of pre-delay and maybe try to get that Lexicon type of reverb sound. Let's see what we can do. Very lush and mellow sounding, pretty cool. Now, the room is pretty unspectacular, but I suppose it should be. It's just a room sound. Like a smallish room. Let's if we take up the pre-delay, it's going to sound like a larger room. That's generally what happens. Pretty cool. Let's make it a bit brighter, bring the mix down, and maybe let it decay a bit more. Pretty cool sound. Now we get into the more, we've heard the hall. The preset I showed you was pretty accurate. That's pretty much what it sounds like. Now let's go to the two more experimental type algorithms. The cave being the first of those. It's a little less extreme than the Serene, but this one also has quite a bit to offer. You can really hear, let me show you clean. Really hear a lot of accumulating single reflections going on there. Really interesting sound, almost like a multi-tap delay thing, and you can really hear some interesting comb filtering effects between the individual delay taps. That's really interesting. Now, I personally probably dial down the tone a bit, the decay up. Let's make it a bit louder, maybe. Why not? And see if we can get some convincing swells out of this. That is really interesting. No modulation on the delays, at least none that I can discern right now, but the delay, on the reverb trails, but the reverb trails are quite beautiful, excuse me, right there. And now let's go over to the Serene. Let's null everything at 12 o'clock again and listen to what that sounds like. All right. Similar idea than the Cave, but a little more, even a little more of that multi-reflection thing going on. That's quite something. Barely hear those up there. That is a pretty dreamy sound. And what I personally love, no pitch. It's not pitched up. It's a really complex delay. Reverb. This one also really lends itself well to swells. Let's try to custom tailor it for that. Bit less tone. I find that with reverb algorithms where you can really hear the individual reflections a bit, you know, virtually softening the surfaces of the reflections by reducing the tone kind of helps keep it in check. That should be pretty monstrous. Let's see what happens. see if we can push it to like an infinity type decay that just allows us to really paint a collage here. Let's see. The sonic landscape right there. I imagine it'd also be great for like some post-rocky tremolo picked hooks, like maybe something like this. Also works quite well. Guys, this is the Free the Tone Ambi space. Do yourself a favor, go check it out. It's fully featured in terms of being able to be integrated into any rig, and it's got some excellent sounds at, well, right now my disposal and possibly yours. So do check it out. See you next time. My name's Ruben. Bye.